Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Iran's Revolutionary Guards have said that they will not allow 1 litre of oil to be shipped from the Middle East if US and Israeli attacks continue. The group said it would not allow any oil to leave the region if attacks from the United States and Israel continue. Trump warned that US attacks could rise sharply if Iran sought to block tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. A spokesperson said they are the ones who will determine the end of the war, describing Trump's comments as nonsense. In response, US President Donald Trump has warned that the United States would respond with 20 times more severe force if Iran attempts to block the strategically vital Strait of Hormuz. Trump said that in such a scenario, the US would target Iran so decisively that the country would be unable to recover. He said there would be death, fire and wrath across Iran, adding that he prayed it did not come to that. The president described the strait as a lifeline for countries like China and others, calling any obstruction a gift to global shipping if used responsibly. Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that the war involving Iran has triggered a global energy crisis, warning that the oil supplies moving through the Strait of Hormuz could soon halt if tensions escalate. In a meeting with Russian officials, Putin said his government is ready to resume long-term energy cooperation with Europe if partners are willing, stipulating that Russia needs stability and reliability in return. Meanwhile, President Trump says he has not decided whether to send troops into Iran to secure highly enriched uranium. In an interview, Trump said Washington was nowhere near making that decision, despite reported discussions with Israel. Separately, Trump is reviewing options to curb rising oil prices after the war involving Iran pushed crude above $100 a barrel. According to a report, American officials are discussing a joint release of strategic oil reserves with Group of 7 countries. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has called Iran the center of international terrorism and urged its leadership to end hostilities. Merz said the sooner Iran's leadership and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps halt their actions, the sooner the conflict could end. He added that Israel and the United States would likely continue defending themselves until that happens. France is deploying around a dozen naval vessels to the Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, and possibly the Strait of Hormuz as tensions rise in the Middle East. President Emmanuel Macron said the deployment, including aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle, is meant to support allies and protect maritime security. Macron also warned that an attack on Cyprus would be considered an attack on Europe. Negotiations aimed at advancing US President Donald Trump's plan to end the war in Gaza Strip have been paused since last week after the United States and Israel launched joint strikes on Iran, triggering a wider conflict in the Middle East. The halt in talks threatens to delay implementation of Trump's key Middle East peace initiative. One source involved in the work of Trump's Board of Peace initiative described the delay as temporary and relatively minor, caused mainly by flight disruptions that prevented mediators and representatives from travelling across the region. Many of the negotiations have traditionally taken place in Cairo. On the other hand, Turkey has deployed 6 F-16 Fighting Falcon fighter jets and air defence systems to northern Cyprus, citing regional tensions linked to the war involving Iran. Ankara said the move aims to strengthen the security of the Turkish Cypriot community and warned additional measures could follow. The deployment comes days after a drone strike hit the RAF Akrotiri base on Cyprus, reportedly linked to Hezbollah. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.